Glad to be back. Yeah.
Everyone's very excited about this. Joining Cam at the counter, Maria, Orly, and Elsie.
We're so
And
ready.
it's such a perfect soup
Dig
for
in.
today.
Okay.
Don't
I know
wait
it's
for me.
snowing everywhere else in the country, but it's rainy and really yucky here. So this is like a big bowl of hugs.
I mean, that's what soup always should be, is a big bowl of hugs.
It's just a big
right?
bowl of hugs. It really is. So this is a take on a classic soup that is potato and leek, but it's cold.
Yeah, so the classic soup is vichyssoise. It's a fancy French word for cold potato leek soup. I don't like cold soup.
Yeah, neither do I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I never have, so guess what?
Yeah.
My soup's not gonna be cold. So we're gonna make this, and we're kind of making it a little different. I'm gonna char some of the leeks.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, it gives it more like depth. A little more depth.
And you know, I don't know if that happened on accident, but I don't know if you've ever tried to saute leeks. So from 5 to 7 minutes, they start to look done, and from 7 to 10 minutes, they get like that. But they're actually, what does it do to the flavor?
It actually just adds a real deep depth flavor of leek. Even though they're burnt, it still has a leek flavor. And honestly, it's like discovering penicillin. We kind of had we did burn some leeks, and we added like, we'll just make it for family meal and whatever. And it was like, this is unbelievable.
I love that comparison.
This is so good.
You did.
I'm like, let's put it on the menu.
It's true, same thing. And by the way, it'll make you feel better when you eat it, just like penicillin.
I feel better
You feel better when you're sick. So we start with sautéing some onions.
Yeah, we're gonna saute these onions, medium, I would say medium to high heat. You wanna get them going.
All right, with some olive oil.
Little olive oil.
All right.
Your onion. You can go everything right in. Everybody in the pool. It really doesn't matter. It's soup, you know. I mean, there's a little technique involved, but mostly just get everything in there.
Okay.
And once you get everything sweated out and ready to go, we are gonna deglaze with white wine.
All right.
Yes.
Now, I always say that
Thank you.
leeks are what onions wish they were. They're the more
Yeah.
sophisticated cousin of the onion. Like the leek is Ivy League.
That's the best way to put it.
The leek is fancy, and I love an onion, but you're not a leek.
I've never seen you throw onion shade, Deb.
I'm saying, when onions die and go to heaven, they'll become leeks. Oh, no! That's what they want to be. It's a true story.
Onion shade's gonna be trending. Onion shade.
But I will say, if you don't agree with me, Brad, that people really don't know what to do with leeks. Sometimes they're just confused by how to cook with them.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. They're the fancy onion.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, people get intimidated by things they don't really understand. Just know that basically a leek is a fancy onion. You can use it the exact same way you use an onion, except it can be fancier. So that's the best way to describe a leek.
Right.
And they do have a little more delicate flavor, just a tiny bit more delicate, just like anything fancy.
Right, not quite as much bite. Now, our potatoes, we've already boiled.
You can do it raw if you want to, but these are already boiled up and just going in. It just makes it a little quicker if you pre-boil them.
Okay, any specific kind?
These are Yukon Golds, but any potato you would like will make a delicious, delicious soup. I like Yukon Golds because they have more flavor.
Yeah. Even like an Idaho potato would be good in there?
Idaho potato would be great. It's a little more starchy, maybe a little more stock, but Yukon just have such a great flavor, and you don't get to use them that often, so we put them in
Super
here.
yummy, yeah.
They're kind of woodsy.
They're very woodsy. Yeah, that's a great description.
Like
and I'm just gonna go salt and pepper.
All right.
Salt and pepper and nutritional yeast.
Oh, so good. Nutritional yeast is great.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that you can put nutritional yeast in soups because it adds, once again, that umami flavor.
Right.
And just a little extra, like, why is your soup better than mine? Oh, I don't know. I just know how to cook. No, it's vegan Parmesan cheese. Yeah.
Oh.
So then you put heavy cream in, correct?
Yes. You want to do that?
Sure. I'll pour in the heavy cream. Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
That makes it
When you add heavy cream to something, it's just
Yes.
like, okay, this is going to be
party.
Good thing it's winter, right? It's not summer soup. We don't have to worry about the bikini bodies with the heavy cream. And I'm just doing veg stock. You can do chicken stock and actually give it a little more flavor, but I like veg stock to keep it kind of vegetarian.
All right. Now, how long would we let this simmer on the stovetop?
This should go about 3 hours at like a baby simmer.
So low.
Yeah, like when you see the little bubbles just kind of coming up a little bit, that's a baby simmer.
Okay.
So just keep it 3 hours and then...
And then eventually it comes out looking like this.
Exactly like that.
Wow. And then you could stop here, but I know that here we need a... Yeah, your hands.
Oh, my hand.
Chef hands. He doesn't
Asbestos
even feel
hands.
It. He doesn't even feel
These are
it. Chef's
asbestos
never
hands.
feel it. Now you use your immersion blender to get it really smooth and creamy.
Yeah, what you want to do to finish this off is add, real quick, we're going to add a little of this thyme and bay leaf. Just thyme and bay leaf.
Oh, over there. We forgot that. Sorry about that.
We'll throw that in there.
Okay.
That just also adds a little more extra flavor.
Okay.
For a soup.
Now, before you do the immersion blender, I imagine you take out the bay leaf.
I take out the bay leaf, and if you didn't cut up your thyme, take out your thyme sprigs.
Okay.
But for this, we're just going to finish it with butter, of course, cream, butter. You got to make a good soup.
Just a tiny,
Just a
tiny
bit of butter.
You don't have to apologize for it, man. It's okay. We're good.
We're enjoying
We
it.
want it to
We're
taste good.
committed.
Right.
Lemon juice
Right.
and extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, nice.
And that's also, you're adding more fat, of course, with the extra virgin olive oil, but it also adds a different dimension of flavor than just the butter.
And it's a super healthy fat, by the way. I just gotta put
Yeah.
that out there. Just, I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but it's true.
It takes place of all that butter that just
well, that's a
olive
different
oil
story.
makes it
And if you don't
healthy.
have olive oil, just add more butter.
And if we don't have an immersion blender,
If you don't have an immersion blender, you can do it in just your regular blender at home. Just make sure it's cooled down.
Right.
A lot of yeah, it would happen. Or you honestly, this is one of those soups that just if you wanted to, it's on the stove. You want to eat it, just give it a stir.
that's beautiful. Exactly, and it can be rustic and thick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yummy. And listen, while you're doing that, can I talk to you about your new show?
Absolutely.
Food Truck Nation. It premieres next week. What can we expect? I'm sure there's going to be some food trucks.
So a lot of food trucks. We go all over the country. We go to Minnesota, North Carolina. We're in LA. We go everywhere and check out all these really cool, really, really interesting food trucks.
Oh man, I mean, it sounds like a good time. I know you're finishing up there, but should we take a quick look at it?
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Yeah, let's do that.
America's most creative chefs are hitting the road. I'm Chef Brad Miller, and growing up in the restaurant business, I know the most amazing bites are coming from those who are taking risks and changing all the rules. Oh, this is blowing my mind. From city streets and parking lots, I'm on the hunt for the most innovative chefs, serving up some of the greatest dishes on 4 wheels.
Yeah, that's great.
Such a fun show.
So fun.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
For
It's one of those shows where we went all over the place and we tried. We were in South Central Los Angeles with the Billionaire Burger Boys, and they have like this burger that leaks shrimp and cheese, and there's a fried lobster tail and 2 fried eggs.
Life is good.
It's
Life is good for you.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Billionaire Burger Boys. Guys, who's that?
Yeah,
So
it's
you're finishing
amazing.
it off there with some
croutons
yummy
are-
Croutons
Croutons.
and garlic croutons.
They're so good.
I want some more.
Good. Hey man,
This
thank you
is
so
one
much.
of those things. Let me get you some more.
Yeah, you.
This is
give us
natural
some seconds.
chefs.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go, for chef.
Full recipe, everybody. HallmarkChannel.com. Connect with Brad on his website as well. Brad, thank you so
Wow.
much for being here.